I'm here with another tutorial in Final Cut Express. Today I'm going to be showing you how to clone. So here I have this movie. I'm going to make it look like I'm shooting myself with a fake gun. So here I have this movie. Come in, shoot the fake gun, put it down, and just make it look like I got shot by falling down. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, I'm going to make my first clip, or me shooting the gun. So I just want to make it like this, where I bring the gun up. So I'm going to push, to make the clip, you can push this right here, or I on your keyboard. So you want to go to the end now. That'd be after I shoot it. So I just shot it, because the audio went up. And I'm going to bring it down, and then I'm done. To end the clip, you can just push this, or O on your keyboard. I pushed O. So this creates a clip there, and you can go ahead and drag that into your timeline. And if you can see here, I detached the audio, because I don't want any audio, because I want to add sound effects. You don't have to do that. So, drag it there. So the next clip is going to be of me falling down after I pretend to get shot. So here I am. Alright, right there I go to fall. That looks pretty cool in slow-mo too. Alright, so right there. It's good. So I'm going to push I, go to the end, just hit the ground there, let it fade out a little, and O. It's about the same length as that clip. It's like 2 frames longer. Shorten it up. -2. That's all we want. Alright, now they're the same length. Alright. So the next thing you're going to want to do is, if I were to render this, I'll do it real quick. You'll see that there's only the clip of me falling. To get rid of that and make this clip appear, we're going to use the crop tool. So if I'm on my cursor, you can hit C on your keyboard, or you can click this. So make sure your top clip is highlighted, the top one. And since my guy's on the left, I need to crop out the right. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click in, when this symbol appears around the edge of the video, go ahead and click and hold and drag. Okay, so there I'm starting to appear. Right there looks good. Now there will be this little white line in the video. It can be hard to pick up, it can be easy. I don't know how to get rid of it, so this is very basic, it's not professional. So now I've got this clip of, looks like me, shooting myself with a fake gun. So next, you can be done here. I'm just going to go ahead and add in some sound effects. So I'm going to look for where I pull the trigger. I'm going to adjust my clip. I'm going to get rid of this wireframe so I can see where I pull the trigger. Alright, right there I pull the trigger. Okay. So this can be tricky. Because now it's kind of off timing. Because my clips, weren't that long. I'm just going to go ahead, obviously the hammer goes back, but I'm going to go ahead and add my sound effects. So right there, it looks like I was just shot. Like literally the 3rd frame. So I'm going to add my muzzle flash I have right here. Go ahead and add that in. You've seen my other tutorials, where the muzzle flash comes from. Okay, where's the muzzle flash? Right there. I'm going to go ahead and get the wireframe back up. Select this clip. Make it smaller so that we don't want the crop tool anymore. That looks about good. That looks good there. Maybe a little lower. Alright, so next I want to add blood, which I have. So muzzle flash, I'll go 1 frame after, then I'll add some blood. This is where the video layers are really helpful. It's one of the good things about Final Cut Express. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. I won't make this look perfect, but Alright, so right there's my blood. So make sure got this selected, make it a little smaller. Make it shoot out the back of my neck like an exit wound. I'm going to go ahead and keyframe this as I fall. So I just hit Control K to add a keyframe. So as I move down, I'm just going to move this down. So it looks like it's kind of gushing out, as bad as that sounds. Alright, so I'm just keyframing this. Alright, and the blood is longer than the actual clip, so I'm going to have to shorten this. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it there, because for the purpose of this tutorial. Alright, and this clip here is 20 frames long, I think. Something like that. I just want to shorten this a little. Alright, so we'll give it minus. Make it that long. Still a little bit longer. Go ahead and shorten this up. That looks good. So now if I scrub through this, you'll see I get hit, blood's coming out, and then it's gone. And the blood's gone. That was me getting hit in slow motion there. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and add the falling shell. I know it's a revolver. It looks like it froze a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and right after, pretty much right where the blood comes in, I'm going to add a shell. Right there. Go ahead and shorten this up. It's about the length of the blood, I guess. Maybe a little shorter. Because I guess, alright, that's fine. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead, trim this up. Make it small, because the gun looks kind of small. Rotate this. Now I don't want the shell to be bigger than the actual gun. So, it looks good. I'm going to go ahead and keyframe this really quick. Yeah, this won't take that long because so right there. I'll make the shell go off a little bit before. Right. Alright, I'll make it go off when I go off. So I'll take this and I'll just drag it off the screen here. Like that. Shorten this up. No, I'm not going to do that. Alright, so now, if you see my other tutorial, go ahead, make this, I'll just go 200%. Lengthen it. Yes, I know my video needs rendering. Alright, so, I'm not going to move it every frame, that would take too long. I'm just going to go ahead. This will look kind of sloppy. If you were doing this for real, you'd probably rotate it every frame. I'll do every 2 frames. Rotate, that'd be nice. It's not rotating. Alright, that's fine, like that. That'll look kind of weird. Just shrunk it a little. Alright, that's good. So I'm just going to go ahead, when my muzzle flash comes in, I'm going to add my sound effect. Just a small gunshot. Add that here. Oops. Make this go down so it goes over. Then right when my shell hits the ground, this is something rather new. Alright, my shell probably hit the ground right there, so I'm going to go ahead and I have a shell casing hitting the ground. Let me shorten this. Right about there, looks good. So let me render this. It's a lot of work, so here's what I have. That's what I have. Just me going like that. And you can see there's a little line here. And the lighting looks kind of weird. I mean, this part's darker than that part. I mean, I just noticed that actually. Yeah, this part looks a little darker than this part, and there's lighting controls on cameras that you can turn on and just make sure it's adequately lighted. So, just one more time. Here's what we just worked on, or I worked on. Here's the gunshot, shell hitting the ground, you see the blood, and that's it. If you have any requests for tutorials, inbox me or comment, and thanks for watching.